So we actually, in the online accelerator program, we talk a lot about different footworks while you're hitting the ball, close stance versus open stance, that type of thing. But now we're going to talk about how to set your feet up to get to the ball, right? Which is very, very important. Now there's something called the 2-step, 3-step, and 4-step. And we're going to go through each one with you in slow-mo here, okay? I'm going to do a little demo of each one, right? The first one is, after we're always, again, watching the ball, boom, you hit that strong split, nice and low, on balance, right? And now if the ball's coming pretty fast to you in your strike zone right here, we use something called the 2-step. And you might do this subconsciously, but it's essentially, boom, one hop on the back leg to load the back leg, then you see the step here, and then you hit from here. So again, that's after the split, that's 2 steps. So it's split, 1, 2, right? 1, 2, and you can set pretty quick. So if the ball's coming really fast, boom, 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 and then split again, right? And you can use this back leg here to, create more space back here, or step into the court. But again, that's still 2 steps. All right. So that's if the ball's coming really fast and you need to turn to a close stance really, really quickly. So now we're going to get into a 2-step demo. You can see here the hop and the sink. And it's super important that the hop and the sink here to load for the ball's in rhythm. See, that was off rhythm. He's got to watch with his eyes. Watch, sink. Okay, that's a little better. See, you went too early there. So you gotta rise and fall with the ball. The hop and sink. The sink's got to be slow and soft, okay, but strong. All right, and then you start to hit a few more up, down, up. That was a good one right there. Okay, following the ball with your entire body. That's the rhythm we talk about, where the swing, the footwork, everything has to work in harmony. Okay, so you just gotta drill this again and again, and get some reps in, right, to get that rhythm. Now we're going to see, I guess, Sir Andy Murray do a few. You see that from that split step, the 1, 2. All right, beautiful swing. And fed, same as usual. For the one-handed or two-handed backhand, it's pretty much the same. Okay, when the ball's coming fast, and a lot of times when the ball's coming fast, you're staying really low. The next one we're going to do is the 3-step, which consists of a shuffle and then the 2-step. So watch me. So it's a shuffle, 1, 2, 3, and then you transition your weight and hit, and then replacement step and recover. But watch again. So from the split step, again, the 3-step gives me a little bit more space. I'm going split step, 1, 2, 3, and then hit. Okay, again, in fast motion, 1, 2, 3, boom. All right, and so we're going to demo each of these, and like sometimes if the ball is right at you, you might go boom, 2-step here, right, and then boom, 3-step here. You might use a boom, 3-step inside the court here. That's 1, 2, 3. All right. Okay, now we're going to do the demo with the 3-step, and you can see the clear side step and then into the 2-step. So side step and then 2-step. Go 1, 2, 3. Again, and 1, 2, 3, and you want to move your body with the ball. So the ball is slower. You have to take a slower side step, right? Always in rhythm. That's the most important thing. Okay, that was a good one right there. Those are 2 pretty solid ones. Now you see 1, 2, 3. Andy Murray can do it too. Surprise, surprise. But here's a really good looking 3-step. Okay, Fed's gonna punish this ball.
Let him win that one.
And just so you can see the split, 1, 2, 3. The last one of my favorites is the 4-step, and this one takes a little bit more practice. It's not quite as practical, and the reason why we use the 4-step, and again, if you notice, the 2-step, 3-step, and 4-step all set up for a closed stance, right? Because a lot of times, if the ball's coming really, really fast, you're just going to be hitting an open stance like we talked about, right, in the previous sections. Or if the ball is super duper fast, you're going to be hitting a running shot here where you're open, or an open stance here. But obviously we want to hit close stance because that's optimal. And these 2-step, 3-step, and 4-step
get you to a close stance as quickly as possible. Okay, so here's the fourth step. So the fourth step is here. After the split step, again, like if I'm sprinting forward for in the direction I want to move, I always need an opposite motion to prompt me in the direction I want to move. So if I'm sprinting to the net, my first step is going to actually be, from a split step, is going to be back. See how this? I go back first. So if I'm moving to my left, my first step is going to be to my right. So where I do this little drop step back here, this replacement step here, okay? And because I'm sprinting out wide for a fourth step, I'm going to go to split, and this is going to be my first step here. 1, 2, and then you're going to see actually a jump, 3, 4, load, and then hit. All right, and then the crossover transition back. Again, really slowly. It's boom, split step. There we go. 1, 2, jump, 3, 4, hit, and then you recover from there. And when you can do these steps all in rhythm and in sequence, each step builds upon the momentum of the next step, right? Like if you're doing it in slow-mo, 1, 2, 3, 4, you can maybe only get out to the singles line here and hit. But if you're doing this in full motion, again, each step is propels the next one. So when I take my first 2 steps, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and now you can see here I'm in the alley hitting with a closed stance, which is really hard to do. All right, and similar to like a dunk in basketball, there's this, you see the big lunge, then 1, 2, and then you go up for the dunk. And this is a replica of the exact same footwork, but for 4 steps. Okay, like if you ever see Rafa on the backhand, kind of wind up here, and then boom, and then rip a 2-handed backhand cross court. That's the same exact footwork he uses. Okay, again, split step, 1, 2, boom. All right, and you're going to pull this backhand cross court. If you have a great slice serve out wide, again, this is a great one to use. Even if it's inside the court, you can still use the 4 step. So 2 step here, boom, 3 step, boom, and then 4 step, boom. All right, that lets you cover just about everything for transitioning to a close stance. And again, sometimes you might have to hit this open stance here, which is fine, but again, to be able to use your weight into the shot in the most optimal way. Master the sequence, and we'll do a little demo to show you how to again make this instinctual, so you go to the right footwork every single time.
Okay, now for the practical demo, and you're going to see me do a little shadow of it here first. Again, you want to get the steps right, and then you want to do it enough times where you can do all 4 steps and really have a smooth transition into the ball. I mean, look how smooth Andy Murray is on this 4th step. This is pretty easy for him. His legs are strong. It takes a lot of strength to move out wide. Okay, and so you can see me hit a few from a nice strong split step. 1, 2, 3, 4, just like how I showed you, right? And if you want to pull this ball cross court, you got to make sure you hit again the outside of the ball. No, that wasn't that great. You want to hit the outside of the ball to get it cross court. And so this footwork can be adapted, as you saw there, for a higher one or a lower one or a more out wide one. Okay, it's a very flexible footwork that can switch a lot of different situations. Okay, so you can move cut diagonally into the court or more out wide. Now we're going to see Mr. Footwork himself perform the 4 step to perfection. Okay, so that's not it, but there it is, right there. We're going to see in slow-mo, 1, 2, 3, 4, and smash, using your momentum through the shot in a closed stance. So just to recap the lesson on 2, 3, 4 step, these help you get into a closed stance, your most powerful stance, and like that where you see Rafa smack an open stance. It takes a lot of strength, like Nadal, Serena can do it, right? But for the average guy, and especially we're not working with a whole lot of pace, okay? So just a few scenarios. There's a 3 step right there and another 3 step. It just shows you how the same 3 step can actually be sped up to stay on rhythm with the ball. It can be sped up or slowed down, right? So he takes a smaller shuffle step there, and a really tiny shuffle step here, not a big one, into the 2-step. So this would be a 3-step, and he gets a winner there. Now we're going to look at another one where you see Nadal get pushed out wide, having to hit an open stance again. This takes a lot of strength to hit an open stance. Federer does a 4-step right there. Okay, and so watch as Nadal, again, this takes so much strength and perfect timing to hit a good shot. But you see Federer, again, 1, 2, 3, 4, and hit. And that's a 4-step moving inside the court. All right, very powerful, great way to finish points. And now you're going to see Nadal also do it to Fed. Right? The 4-step inside the court and smash. Alright, so how does this pertain to you in mastering the 2, 3, 4 step? Well, first thing you need to do is be mindful of exactly which footwork you're using and which balls you are well adapted to go to other 2, 3, or 4 step. Okay, my recommendation is shadow each of these footworks so you get them smooth and in rhythm. Okay, but you have to really watch the ball with your eyes, because if the ball is higher, again, you're floating with the ball more, or if it's low, you're staying down with the ball. Okay, so mastering the rhythm with the steps as well. So at a high level, it looks like a 4-step there. Okay, now of course forehand's more open stance, running shot. That's an open stance because he's on his back leg. Okay, that's a 3-step right there inside the court. Again, forehand open stance. Forehand open stance as always. And I see a 2-step there. Okay, it's coming fast. 1, 2, and hit. Staying on rhythm with the ball. And that's how, again, at a high level, instinctually you can adapt to anything and handle every single situation that comes your way.